Hello, everybody. This is the Intern Show. I'm
What's up?
Will. That's Justin. That's Nick. Nothing. Not too much. Justin, what's up with you?
You know, just living the dream with the boys on my team.
Nice. And I hear the team's growing by a number of one. Right. That's a big announcement.
Yes. The big announcement is we are getting another intern. Intern Tommy. He's going to be helping out with the YouTube a lot.
Yeah. He's a really humble. He's a really humble guy. His head's the appropriate size for his body. Yeah, no, you guys know him as DJK. Yeah. He's going to be an intern with us. I don't know for how long, but he's going to be helping out with YouTube stuff. And we're going to welcome him with open arms. I mean, welcome aboard, intern DJK.
All aboard.
I'm excited. I don't know about you guys.
I'm very excited.
I'm excited too. Yeah, me too, man. I think it's because he's in our age range, I guess. And
okay, we can't have the one thing I won't do is talk about age. I can't talk about age. I was on my
He makes me feel young.
Wait, how old is he again?
Coming up, so.
Jesus Christ, Nick, shut the fuck up.
I'm excited for him. I am a little bit nervous though. Because now we have another decent looking intern. So I feel like that's one of two reasons that Steve likes me. It's one that I guess I'm good looking, and the other is I'm slightly conservative. So I think Steve's going to see all my flaws now that this beautiful new intern is here with us.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
he's got a sleeve tattoo though. That's badass.
Sick.
Badass, dude. So you guys just want to get into weirdest moment?
Yeah, I guess we might as well. I mean, I have another thing to say about the DJK coming out. I think I'd like to reiterate what you guys said. It's going to be awesome. It's just going to add even more to this already fucking great program. So I'm excited. I'm excited for next week. He promised he was going to be on. So
I bet you next week
I hope he doesn't
highest rated episode ever.
You think he's going to big time us or what?
No, that's what I was wondering. He's probably like,
You think he's going to take the intern Tommy name? Like is that you think?
I'm just not calling him DJK or Alistair Black.
No, he's Tommy.
I mean, I'm like
Tommy
if I just
boy.
came in here and was just like by the way, you guys are calling me Anakin Skywalker. Like that's just it's just not a thing.
Or like fucking Anakin, from Big Daddy, Frank. Call me Frankenstein.
But
you feel me?
No, I'm excited. I can't wait to work with him.
Let's do it. Yeah.
People think me and him have beef because we went at each other on Mike and the Middle Fans. But I just did that because it was like, well,
Justin.
Everyone else here is just gonna suck.
Justin, people think you have beef with everybody though.
I know.
That's the thing.
Wait till they're done with this one.
Wait, so you're doing like the Matt from Providence thing where you're playing this character just a contrarian against DJK? That's what you just said.
I had legitimate gripes, but like everyone else was like, "Oh, he's the best," and I was just asking questions and bringing up points. So like compared to the other people on the show, but
fair enough.
Let's get into weirdest week.
Weirdest
moment of the week.
Yeah, let's do it. What's
yours?
You
want to go first?
I mean, yeah, I could. Yeah, I could go first. Fucking Mariah Carey fans, dude. I took an hour nap on Wednesday night. Like around 7 o'clock. I woke up and my fucking timeline was filled with hardcore gay pornography.
Yeah,
I took the last 48 hours have been fucking crazy.
Yeah, I took a test.
They've been fun though, and victory.
I thought all hope was lost when that Matt Carano video came out.
Oh, it was so good, dude.
I go.
Such a good
They just nuked Nagasaki. Like Hiroshima and Nagasaki were like, we have to, there's nothing else we can do. This video just came out of Matt Carano singing about eggs. There's no coming back from it. But we won that poll.
My big takeaway from the Carano video actually is that he's a hyphen. That makes a ton of sense now.
Yeah, I was gonna ask him about that.
Beta energy. Maybe that's
if his wife
misplaced beta energy.
Didn't take his last name.
Yeah.
But
it might be for business reasons. Like who knows?
I'm impressed by those people. They were like legit, great trolls. Not like they know how to research things. They were getting people's phone numbers. They're getting people's addresses. They're a legit fan base. Like
how come it's Lambley?
Yeah. They were pretty fucking good. I was impressed by them.
I had no idea they existed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If you were to tell me Mariah Carey has extremely crazy stans that will are on the level of One Directioners or Believers or whatever,
exactly.
I would have been like, yeah, okay, maybe back in 1994.
I love how Barstool put the post out too that Kirk was more popular based on a random
yeah.
And then Steve wrote it eloquently, obviously. And then there are still Mariah Carey fans just fucking commenting on it like they fucking bought views or votes. They didn't win. Fucking bullshit. It's all bullshit.
I think the whole thing.
So I don't see this ending anytime soon, honestly. I think it's going to go through the weekend.
No,
Talib still tweets at Big Steve's B&B.
Are you serious?
But Talib's one person.
Sometimes. Tweets at Barstool all the time.
I
keep my eyes on Talib. He has some funny tweets every now and then.
I think the Lamely is going to realize that this isn't who they want to be fighting because it's pointless on really both sides. Like we really don't get anything out of the whole fighting against lambs, which is such a weird name. I think like when I think of lambs, I think of people being like herded. It's kind of like being.
I know it works perfect with the podcast Jesus moniker though, like that like Gigs meme with Kirk as Jesus, obviously holding the lamb, and then Mariah Carey over there on the side just watching, looking on. You know, it was like poetic almost that this fight happened.
Yeah,
it's like they're gonna write like fucking who wrote the Iliad and the Odyssey? What's that guy's name? Homer. In 200 years, that generation's Homer is going to write about this fucking fight. It was so weird. It was so fucking weird, man.
Did you just compare the fight between the Lamely and the Minifans to
the Trojans and
the Trojan War?
The Trojans and the Greeks? Yes, I did. As a matter of fact.
It's a perfect parallel to me.
People are going to look back.
People are going to look back on this fight that way. I'm telling you. It's fucking great. It's the most insane thing I've ever seen. Dude, I'm telling you, he's a hyphen. That's
Nick, you want to go next? Because mine's going to be a little long.
Sure. So I moved, as you can see, I'm in this beautiful new home. I'm sort of the MHB of interns, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. Not a big deal, guys.
Trying to fill those up?
Hey.
Those bedrooms?
Hey, once we get married, it is going to be popping like crazy. But anyway, so I'm back home now. I'm closer to my family. And my grandparents were asking me about this podcast, and just having to explain like what I do day in and day out and like what the podcast is about is always just a reminder of how crazy this fucking world is.
Yeah.
And how weird everyday existence as an intern for the Kirk Mintern Show is.
Yeah. You texted me this morning when I forwarded you the timestamps. You were like, whoa, crazy show today. Huh? It's
unbelievable. It's unbelievable. This is the best podcast in the world, and it's the weirdest podcast in and I'm a weird guy, so it's perfect. It's incredible. It is incredible, truly.
Kirk was talking about it today, how there are only going to be 4 like mentally like stable people that are going to be doing the 5K. You know, that field's down because they were talking about, you know, the mentally disabled people and just disabled people in general. You know?
Oh yeah,
so
Mike was
definitely
that. But
yeah, exactly, dude. This place is awesome. I love it. I know Justin and I fit right in. Yo, Justin, when you were fighting with Deke Zucker and you said, you know, my 2 favorite things, fucking Star Wars and lists. Dead on arrival.
Deke Zucker had a terrible Star Wars take, man. Try to take him down for her.
He ran into the wrong guy.
Because I don't want to get into prequel talk and why Mace Windu is probably the greatest Jedi of all time. But my weirdest moment was actually something much different than 30 minutes ago happened. I was watching the KMS rundown. It was insane. The amount of fighting that was going on between Menners and Mayo, and Red was throwing slight jabs, calling Mayo a snitch and calling Mayo a rat and all these other things. And Zonker was on there and he was, you know, giving his takes and stuff. And it was just like, how did we go from, you know, the show gets released midnight on Monday and everyone's freaking out. They think, oh, Mike got fired. You know, so everyone thinks everything's going crazy because they're taping on a Sunday. And the whole thing with Riccio and Kirk's family, everyone's like, we're going to take down Apple. We're going to take down Riccio. And then the rundown maybe talks about, which is supposed to be an encompassing thing for what happened in the week.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the Barstool rundown. It's supposed to be a fucking rip. Oh, yeah, it's supposed to be
talks maybe 30 seconds about Brian Riccio, and then all about this interview.
But Menners wanted to talk some Riccio.
That Menners and Mayo did. And I just think you need to look at it. And I think that if you're on the YouTube and you're in the world and you're more than just a quote unquote listener, if you just listen to the podcast every day, then you really have no involvement. But if you're a caller, if you're something, I think you need to take a step back and ask yourself, is being on the YouTube, is being, active on Twitter a net positive in my life? And
yeah, no, that's a very good point.
And if the answer is no right now, especially in all this, like, I don't mean to say, the sky's
especially
falling. Like,
agreed. Yeah.
when the world's fucked, everything's fucked. But the world is kind of fucked right now.
It's so fucked.
So,
Everything's fucked.
If
No,
the
yeah,
podcast
you're right.
isn't a net positive and being involved, just listen. Just listen. That's all you have to do. You don't have to go on shows.
Just take a fucking week off or something,
Just-
man.
or-
just restart your
or just
brain.
listen to the fucking
This is
show.
I
this is
literally
the
took
weirdest
2
time in
milligrams
history.
of Xanax watching the rundown because of how anxious I got just over.
I can kind of tell, dude.
Sideline
Keep
anxiety
Fuck,
over
man.
like just seeing Menners and Mayo.
Nick, Justin's
screaming at each
high.
other.
Yeah, you're
Justin's
very,
high right
what's
now.
wrong with you? You seem so weird today. You're talking so slow. Are you okay?
You're making articulate points. We're not disagreeing. Like what the fuck is
you're
going on, dude? You're just like
But so that
a
was my
completely
weirdest
different
moment.
person.
Was probably
The run that it happened 30 minutes ago.
it
You're
happened
weird.
30 minutes ago. It was,
It was
the rundown.
unbelievable.
It was just Mayo and me talking shop about a ratio.
Yeah, I just think
Yeah?
that if you're not having a good time being on YouTube, or if you hate Steve, you should just take a break.
Fucking hate Steve. He's a cunt.
That's my weirdest moment of the week.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking. I haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet, but I'm definitely gonna go back and watch it now.
It's seriously unbelievable. It's so good.
another
I was
weird moment
dying the
was-
entire time.
I'm building a deck in my backyard with my dad, and I turned on the podcast from yesterday, and I go to grab some wood out of a truck, and he turned it off. He's like, we're not listening to this. He's like, the neighbors can hear, because it was the one where like they're playing rape and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
What's wrong with that?
yeah,
It's a
yeah.
great
There's nothing
song.
wrong. Yeah, it's a fucking
it's a
banger.
great song.
That leads me into our good week, bad week. My good week, Matt fucking Carano. Stand up one time, bro. Adult contemporary music is lazy and requires a little talent. And fucking, he got 2 days worth of content and a fight with Mariah Carey. That's pretty.
Mariah Carey fans.
That's pretty admirable. It does.
Mariah Carey fans. He did not get into a fight.
Yeah,
with
that's
Mariah Carey.
That's an extension of Mariah Carey. Who fucking cares, dude? That shit is hilarious. And Carano, very well done.
Go ahead, Justin.
My
Yeah.
good week.
Yeah, good week.
My good week is going to be Stephen Earl Robinson.
Pearl to pearl.
Another one.
I think he's. I mean, it's just going to come off as dick sucking right now.
DJ Khaled.
I think he had a great week. Doing the phone calls. The week after Cullen was hard to live up to.
Yeah.
I think he's been getting a lot of shit from people trying to bring him down and all this stupid other things.
Yeah.
Steve is my good week.
Yeah, and having to put up with us three and soon to be Tommy. Tommy, let's get
So,
it. Nick, what's your?
That's my good week. I'll
yeah.
kind of get more into why he's my good week and my bad week.
Okay, well, yeah. Why don't you do that quick now and then?
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
It's not gonna be quick. Well, my bad week is me. Okay.
Okay.
So I don't think I had a great week. I think
Why not?
because this is more of like how sometimes they give an Oscar to someone who doesn't necessarily deserve it for the movie they're in. Like Leo's best.
It's more like a lifetime
performance wasn't-
achievement.
Yeah, it's more of like okay, well he deserves one, so this might not be his best movie,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
giving it to him. So this is kind of what I'm doing now, giving me bad week. I think over the past, let's say, 2-3 months, people think I'm something I'm not. People have called me a rat, a snitch, for running to Steve about certain things.
Oh, true.
And I want to
Valid.
talk about those accusations, and they are 100% correct.
Yeah,
I
know they are.
I am an unpaid intern.
You're a rat
for
fuck.
Can I talk?
I'm the
Jesus
same way,
Christ.
dude. Go ahead. Yeah, no, you can talk.
Jesus
dude.
Christ. I'm an unpaid
He is
intern
high,
for what I think
motherfucker.
is the greatest podcast in the world. I understand people think I'm part of the fan base, but if I hear something that I think is going to either hurt Kirk, Steve, Mike, the Kirk Minahan Show, or Barstool, I'm going to go to Steve.
What about one of us two?
Like, yeah, of course I'm going to go to one of you two.
What about Tommy?
Well,
No, of
now,
course
of
not.
course,
Of course not.
Of course, I'm going to go to Tommy.
All right. There we go.
so
Loyalty.
when
Loyalty before royalty, always.
Okay, when I a couple weeks ago when I went to Steve with that Earl the Pearl stuff, saying, "Hey, there's some people in Discord. They say they have this Earl the Pearl information," and they were like, "Oh, don't." Justin ratted.
Nick, check your phone.
100% I ratted.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stand there and because you know how shitty it looks on me if this stuff comes out and then Steve looks at it and goes, wow, Justin knew about this stuff and he said nothing to me. Like, where does his loyalties lie? My loyalties lie with the show. So when it was talked about on the show today that I texted Steve and I said, hey, Manners is talking about tri-state running again. I'm going to do that.
Exactly. Because that's literally hurting the show. Yeah, 100%. It's like why we don't promote WEEI
but I knew that Steve did not want people talking bad about tri-state running. So I let Steve know.
No, it's a fact.
So I am a rat. So
there's been other shit too. To be fair, like with the views thing, when you showed me it, I believe you went to me first. And then we both went to Steve. You're not a.
Oh no, I went to Steve first.
You do. Oh, you did. Well, anyways, well, you did your job. You do your job. I think that's one thing that you can say about all of us is that we do our job.
And we may lies with anyone else.
Yeah, of course they do. And I think like that's. And I was talking to Nick about this last week. Fucking times just crumbled together. Like part of the internship is fucking up. Making mistakes. And then learning.
I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to. What I just talked about.
No. I know that, but I'm making kind of a parallel point. Yeah, but I don't think you've had a bad week, Justin.
So that's how I'm going to say it. So if you don't want something getting back to Steve, I will be in Discord. If I hear something, I'm going to bring it up to Steve. I'm going to snitch. I'm going to be a rat fuck. I'm going to that's just how I'm going to be.
All right, so people put it on wax.
Hold on. So you're saying that because you have loyalty to your bosses, to your amazing bosses, that makes you in the bad week category? That's where I'm not connecting with. Why is that? Why are you in a bad week?
I think people will think I had a bad week
because you're you're admitting it right now.
The whole Manners thing last night.
Oh.
And all that.
Fuck Manners, dude. That shit that happened.
No, I see. I don't agree. Fuck Manners. I think Manners is a really nice guy, and I think.
Called Steven Nazi.
This restaurant stuff really got to him, and
I think not getting invited on Cullen got to him, but
I don't think that was it. I think it was getting into his personal life and fucking with him, and I think the best thing he should do right now is step back and just not be a part of the world until he just calms down. When I saw him on the rundown, I was like, this is an angry guy. His blood pressure must have been so high because I was just like.
I mean, the last I saw him, he had bags under his eyes, and you and I have both needed to take breaks. Like it happens, man. Like it's fucking intense.
Well, I just think he should ask himself just, hey, is this a net positive for me right now? And it doesn't seem like after watching the rundown and him just like completely shitting on Andy Mayo, I just don't think that him doing these shows is a net positive in his life right now.
Well, I think he just has to get used to being the heel. Like I think he was used to adulation for a while, and now since he's getting so much fucking shit, he kind of is turtling and not admitting that he really fucked up. He's kind of doubling down on the whole asshole thing.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna go heel, go full heel. Don't look back. Like stop turtling. Don't try to make.
This show the advertiser wasn't.
Go straight heel. You know what I mean? Well, that's a different story. I just mean if you're just gonna try to be a contrarian and try to be a heel in this world, then just stick with it.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So I'm going to make an announcement right now. No one knows about this. Steve doesn't know about this. I'm doing this for my own personal health, my own personal reasons. I will no longer be producing, for the time being, I'm at least a month. I don't know if one of you guys want to jump in, but I will no longer be producing Manners to Midnight. Or this. Steve did not tell me it. Steve did not tell me to do this. No one told me to do this. I'm doing this on my own. I think Manners needs to take some time and just get through. Like I just think he's going through a lot of shit.
I think Tommy should work on his production skills. What do you think, Nick?
So I'm not going to be producing. I know Manners is. I probably should have went to him privately with this first, but no one probably cares. But I just wanted to get that out there and just.
Well, you came to us about it. I immediately said not it, and Nick was like, "Oh, I'll do it.
I'll do it."
So
nice guy, Nick. I'll do it.
It's I just think that it's for the best.
Yeah, Yeah, no, I totally understand, man. And just knowing you and fucking the short time that we've known each other, you got to do what you got to do. What's best for yourself. You know, I've seen you when you at the bad, you know, and I don't like that. So as long as you can keep it as close to good and stable as possible, let's do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and same goes for, I guess, me now. I'm cat's out of the bag. I'm a fucking psycho.
Yeah.
All right, top five. Top five.
Let's go top 5.
All right, Nick. Let's get Justin talking a little bit. Your top 5 non-Bush politicians.
Non-Bush
so politicians. Yeah, so politicians.
So not presidents.
Without yeah. Actually, yes. No. Politicians. Yeah, politicians
now
in general.
All time.
So let's make it 7 then. The top 7.
Oh, first of all, it's the segment's called top 5, so I'm gonna do top 5. Is it current politicians? Can they be retired or can they?
They can be. They can go back to the founding of the United States.
Oh, this is easy then. Okay, we're gonna go LBJ. We're going to go Truman. You said non-Bush, can't be Bush.
Yeah, non-Bush, no Bushes.
True. LBJ, Truman,
smoothless,
Reagan,
hairless,
Lincoln, Washington.
Okay, go through it again.
LBJ, Truman, Lincoln, Reagan, Washington.
Okay, I think it's a good list. You got any bullet points of why?
All presidents in there.
Do you want to touch on Truman? Because Truman wasn't that great of a president, and you've heard of like Trumanvilles and like
the Hoovervilles.
You moron.
Shit, yeah. No, I'm really not.
I'm
not good at history. I'm not a history guy. Not a history guy.
Truman, you know,
talk to me.
Truman got us. He ended the war. I think he made the.
What am I good at?
To drop the bombs on Japan. I think that was a ballsy decision that people look back on with 2020.
Fuck, they are called Hoovervilles.
And yeah, they're called Whovilles, not Hoovervilles.
God damn.
They're not called Whovilles.
They're Hoover. Yeah, they're Hoover, right? President Hoover.
Yeah, that was the early Great Depression.
Yeah.
He'd be my top 5
Holy
worst politicians.
Trumanvilles.
You silly gooses.
But, Truman's the one that dropped the. Is he the one who dropped the nukes?
Dropped the bombs.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right.
He was FDR's vice president.
Fuck. That's insane.
Welcome to the Mintern Show. Come for the hot takes and stay for the history lessons. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I learned something new every week. Actually, I learned that.
I
learned last week that I'm not I can't be a citizen of the United States, and this week I learned that I fucking don't know anything about the presidents.
This is an educational program, I'd say.
Yeah, I guess if you want to call it that.
So those are my top 5 politicians.
I actually was thinking about this, and we are the only show that actually didn't ask to do a show. We were forced to do a show. Justin, do you remember why that happened?
Yeah, Kirk said these interns aren't doing shit. If they don't do a show, they're fired.
Yeah,
is that really how it happened?
Yeah, we had 6 hours to prepare.
Yeah, it was. If you go back and watch,
watch E1, watch E1 and E2. Those are classic. Those are classic. Classic episodes.
I think I remember them playing sound of it and like Justin.
It was fuck.
Speaking of
Kirk told me
last week, Nick, we missed you.
Yeah, we did. You immediately texted the group text. You're like, we really need Nick, man. And
I'm pretty sure water and oil mixing together.
Yeah. That's what I said. I was like, we're fucking water and oil. Oh man.
I actually didn't watch I don't really know how it went, but I'm assuming from the way you described it.
Like, here's what you can picture. Picture Israel and Palestine, and how everyone always talks about how they're going to like come together to form a one-state solution, but everyone knows that's never going to happen.
Okay. I mean,
I don't know. You got me in my.
I was just thinking while he was talking. I wasn't even.
Well,
fuck me. I wasn't. I could hardly comprehend what he was talking about because I was thinking I totally skipped fucking bad weeks for you and me because Justin was right. He was going on a tear.
And Justin talked for about 20 minutes.
Had a nice little fucking speech there, but appreciate it. It's like basically residually getting high off Xanax from fucking intern Justin tonight. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so do I. That doesn't mean you can't get fucking high off it. Yeah, Nick, what was your? Did you have a bad week? Because I had a bad week.
I honestly, I was so enticed with everything Justin was saying. My mind went blank, and I just focused on him. So I got nothing on. So
You know who your bad week is? Herbert Hoover.
Oh yeah, terrible
Not
week.
cool. Remember that whole thing with the World War I veterans like storming DC and camping out? Wasn't cool, dude. They wouldn't pay. He wouldn't pay.
I do. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, totally fucked. Will, go ahead.
Justin made me forget what my bad week was.
That's what Justin does this to me.
He literally, I had it in my head, and Justin made me completely forget who my bad week was.
Your good week was the Great Society, LBJ's Great Society.
I think my actual good week was everybody on the show, because I think how we touched on it before, how we started. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry. So how they started with going to war with Apple and ended with Mariah Carey and the fight between Mentors and Mayo. I think it just shows off the range of the podcast and how
I remember.
Nobody in the world can replicate that. That's my good week.
Oh, nice. I'm glad you filled the time there. Fucking thank you. Because I remembered who my bad week was. Fucking Kevin Francis Clancy. What's this guy doing?
Yeah.
What is he doing, bro?
This is the lowest point of KFC's career.
On that Popeye's chicken bullshit.
Yo, fuck that, man. Really? Really, KFC? I know you're not listening to this, but at the same time, you might. At the same time, you might be. So, what are you doing, dude? You part of the Lamborghini?
Not just that. Holding the best broadcaster in the world on hold for like 15 minutes.
Oh yeah. He did. He did do that. He did do that.
Fuck KFC. Like this is a guy who was on page 6 for an adultery scandal. This is the lowest point of his career, I'd say. Some would say.
So you ever see that Caitlyn Bennett? Her bio for like the longest time was Kevin Francis Clancy had an affair with his
yeah.
And I was just
That's so petty. That's so petty.
Caitlyn Bennett's gun girl, and I remember like stumbling upon this, and I was like, "What the? How did this even happen?" Like, little did I know, gun girl and KFC had a beef.
Like Steve from Providence's immediate tweet, he's like, "Alimony." Fuck it. I love this place. How are we rounding it out? We got a dummy test, correct? I think I already proved that I'm a dummy test.
This is more of a do you know your enemy sort of thing. And this is going to be a true or false test. Okay? And it will be about Mariah Carey. Okay?
I don't know shit about Mariah Carey.
Well, you're about to learn.
All right, let's do it.
True or false? Mariah Carey's name was inspired by a movie.
False.
Jinx.
That is correct. It was inspired by music. It was inspired by
Let's try and do it all at the same time every single time.
They call the wind Mariah, a song from the musical Paint Your Wings. True or false? Mariah Carey was notorious for cutting class in high school.
All right, based on your creativity, it's going to be true.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's true.
That is also correct. You guys are... I didn't know I was in...
Who knew he would have gone true after going false? Bet you this one's true.
Let's see what else.
That's what he thinks he's tricking us here, but I guarantee it's true.
Mariah studied cosmetology in Manhattan.
True.
Before making it big.
That's true.
That is correct. She did study cosmetology.
I've got to pat him down, Nick.
Mariah's fans are known as her Lamely.
Ooh, he's breaking the pattern. That's true. They are known as the Lamborghini.
Very good. Yeah, true.
That is correct. Mariah Carey has spent time in a mental hospital.
Ooh.
I'm going to say
Is rehab a mental hospital?
Yeah, no. That's a good question.
Then false, I'm going to say.
I'll say it's true.
It is true. In 2001, she had a breakdown. And she did spend 2 weeks in a psychiatric ward where she was, quote, getting her mind right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
True or false? At one point in time, Mariah Carey had the longest #1 charting single on the Hot 100.
Oh, that's true. The Christmas fucking song. That's true.
The longest running Christmas song.
Oh,
well, either that or We Belong Together. I don't know. I have no idea.
She had the longest run.
True or false? Nah, false. I bet the Beatles probably did.
Nicholas?
False.
That is true. She did with Boys to Men. One Sweet Day spent 16 weeks in the top position
that fucking
on Billboard
classic.
Hot 100.
How could you forget that one?
The final question. Mariah Carey had a very publicized affair or relationship with rapper Kanye West.
That's false. It was Nick Cannon.
I honestly have no idea, and I don't care, so I'm going to say it's true.
It is false. She had her relationship with the rapper Marshall Bruce Mathers III.
Same shit.
Wow.
Same shit. Was under much scrutiny.
All right, so we're tied. We both got one wrong. So Justin, pull up the citizenship test and let's go like around. Just pull like
we're doing that.
3 random questions. Pull like 3 random questions. We'll go best of 3 and then we'll end it. I mean, we're tied. It's the noble thing to do.
DJK,
and I want to win.
DJK, please save us if you're watching this, please.
Dude, this has been awesome. I think it's been really, really great. Like, really great.
Using that word very liberally.
The House of Representatives has how many members?
House of Representatives, 126.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Nick, what is your answer?
Is it 126? I feel like it's slightly less than that.
Either 126 or 136.
I'll go with 120. I think it's around
124 maybe.
You are both completely wrong. It is 435.
430. Oh, I was thinking senators. I was thinking. Oh no, I wasn't thinking senators.
Next question: how many senators are there in the United States?
There would be 100 of them.
Nick, what is your answer?
I don't know. I'd
There's
say
there's
100. 100 is probably the right answer.
You are both correct. How many Supreme Court justices are there?
9.
That is correct. What is not a cabinet level position? Secretary of the Interior, Secretary of Energy, Secretary of Agriculture, or Secretary of Communications?
Secretary of Communications.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Secretary of Communications too.
That is correct.
Okay. Who won last year's Super Bowl?
Who is third? And who is if the president dies and the vice president dies? Who is in line to become president?
Speaker of the House.
That would be the
Speaker of the House. Speaker of the House.
I'm not going to say Speaker of the House though because I don't want to say it. I would say the Secretary of Defense or not.
That is incorrect. Nick is correct.
All right, cool. So we're tied. Nancy Pelosi. All right, we're tied. One more, and then we're done. First for sudden death. First one to get it wrong. Let's go.
What is it? For whoever gets this right, quickest one. What is the name of the national anthem?
Star Spangled Banner. Fuck you, Nick.
Will wins.
Let's go.
Will wins. Oh, say can you see?
Say can you see by the dawn's early light? All right.
Damn.